setting tonight with the lights of downtown Atlanta shining in the background. It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Dallas Mavericks. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Cauley Stein.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Jackson is the 3 and Porzingis at the 4. Jalen Brunson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Reddish out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Backside of the schedule, Brent, the regular season winding down, contending teams of the playoffs. Obviously, it would seem to me getting their focus ratcheted up. They're gearing up for the postseason.
There's always been this thought after you are in the NBA for 2 or 3 seasons and you come out of the All-Star break that this is the run. This is an important run here. And I always think that first 10 games coming back from the break is where you can make a big stand. You can get your team hyper-focused. You can look at the schedule. You can dig in. And who knows, maybe some coaches even think about, Kevin, at that point, extending some of the minutes for their starting group because they're coming off a week-long break and they're a little bit fresher and they want to take advantage of that part of the schedule. But psychologically, you think All-Star break's done. Playoffs loom. Let's get this thing going.
Doncic outside. Teardrop shot, and the layup is up and in.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Young passes to Hunter. Reddish with the ball, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Collins, fires from deep. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Doncic, no good.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Sinks the 15-footer.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
And Young, here we go. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got his second basket of the night.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here's Brunson. In the game against Orlando, very impressive.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Here's Young. Passes it to Capella. Young, right side, and a wide open look for Capella. It's rebounded by Doncic.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Capella after the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. Here's Young. Capella trying to free himself up. Shots good from Young. Young's got 6.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Brunson with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Outside, Porzingis. Over Collins. Porzingis can't hit.
Oh, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Shot from 6. Goes back up. And the layup good by Collins. Collins has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, that's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint, quick and athletic, able to corral the miss.
Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded. Jackson against Young. Just 4 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Brunson, no good. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
And going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
And the Mavericks with possession here. They trail by 1. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And the final score really didn't reflect just how well they played in that game.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside, Porzingis, 4 on the shot clock. Over Hunter.
And really, Hunter can guard every position. This is something that makes him incredibly valuable.
And it's Hunter with the jam.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
Here's Brunson and the powerful one-handed slam.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer. And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
The Hawks trailing. Young taking his time here. Pass to Collins. It's Young on the wing. Brunson covering. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for Trae Young.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The pass to Jackson. Doncic outside. It's blocked. Lobbed up there for Collins. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Capella sends it back. Throws it up high and finished off by Collins.
Man, so impressive. Collins way up for that one.
Mavericks trailed by 3. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. He said a big key for them will be containing Trae Young. Coach said he can be streaky, but when he heats up, his deep range makes him tough to defend. Kevin, make that almost impossible to defend.
Thanks, David. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, last season, Collins only had 157 of those. Kevin, get used to it.
Now Brunson. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Doncic passes to Brunson. Outside Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. For 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Reddish. Bucket is good. And now a 7-point Hawks lead.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Last time they met was in Dallas.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for John Collins. Kevin Huerter comes in for Hutter. Bembry's checked in for Reddish. And it's Teague in for Young. Now here's Wright. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's the teardrop. Here's Kleba. Dallas again missing.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Wright. 9 points last game. Pass to Kleba. The dish to Powell. Three-pointer right. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Teague. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. You know, Brent, he's bounced around, but late bloomer Dwayne Dedmon making impressive strides in his game.
Yeah, you think about going from a 10-day contract to having a ton of starts as a center. This guy is very skilled, Dedmon, and the ability to go out and shoot the basketball, I think, has raised the most eyebrows about what he can do for your team offensively.
A free throw drops for Dedmon. Brett, so many guys are now shooting from well beyond the arc. Who do you think has the deepest range in the league?
I think Steph Curry has the most consistent, deepest range.
Lillard is in that category.
Lillard is in there, and of course, last year's playoff win will never go away in terms of what a great memory that was. Trae Young is now entering that category, Kevin.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw that at the end of last year. His fearlessness in pulling up from just about anywhere has been pretty remarkable. And to that, I will add one Brook Lopez, who has found his way well beyond the three-point line.
He's a whole nother conversation.
We'll talk about him later.
We'll do that. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. Mavericks trail by 7. Right, the pass to Kleba. Now here's Powell. Here's Hardaway. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And right, here we go. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Wright.
And even with the shift from Budenholzer to Pierce, the Hawks continue to rely on the three as much as any team.
No doubt about it. I think the front office still accentuating the fact that they want to find some floor spacers after that 19th pick in John Collins, a guy that can rim run and protect the middle. They wanted to go after as much shooting as they possibly could.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And coming from a background with player development for head coach Lloyd Pierce.
Well, I think he's great at just being a cheerleader and a confidence builder for this young team. I believe that to be a good fit here in Atlanta. He brings a great hands-on approach, and very, very important for him to think about player development as these young guys grow together.
Bembry misses.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
I feel like Tim Hardaway Jr.'s role is to be out there and gun away, so ready to shoot that time.
Here's Teague. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Huerter passes to Dedmon. Back to Huerter. Over Kid Gilchrist. Herder, no good.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Hardaway with a wide open look. And it's Dallas with another.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Teague kicks to Bembry. Back to Teague. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Awesome job by Jeff Teague to pick up some steam on the drive and pick up a foul in the process.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
The first one falls.
And Teague can be a knockdown shooter, especially from the free throw line.
Damian Jones is checked in for Capella. And so Teague hits 2 free throws. Mavericks trail by 3. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Teague. The feed now to Jones. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Wright looking around. Passes it to Kleba. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Bembry. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here's Herder. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. 6 to shoot. Jones, the pass to Herder. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Shot preparation is fantastic as Herder's able to get his feet set that time.
Pass to Powell. Right outside. The pass to Hardaway. Shoots. Dedmon with the block.
Well, Dedmon's reach is a huge advantage there to help him tally some more block shots.
There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Right against Teague. Pass to Dedmon. With 2 seconds left. That shot off. And so it's John Collins making highlights for Atlanta. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I would say that's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Wright. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Kleba in at the 4 slot. Free throw good. Teague. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
Outside, Jones. Kicks it to Dedmon. And Teague has it in the corner. Clock at 6. Back to Dedmon. Powell with the steal. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. It's blocked.
How about that? That's a big boost defensively if Herter can get in there and block shots and intimidate in some way.
It's tipped. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Right against Teague. Right outside. And Jones over to help. Wright dishes to Hardaway. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. Misses off the left iron.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Bembry. Guarded by Hardaway. Here's Herter. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Wright. Passes it to Kleba. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. Sinks that one from the post.
Rabbit's foot in the shoe that time. Got lucky because the pick has to be better. It made no impact, but they still got the score.
Right against Teague. Down low. Here's Jones. Gets a very good look and converts. And the Hawks lead by 5.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Mavericks. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. Atlanta making some changes. John Collins comes in for Dwayne Dedmon, and Hunter subbed in for Kevin Herter. And then for Dallas, Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Maxi Kleba. Now, here's Reddish. He's coming off a 16-point game against Miami. Here's Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And that's now 9 points for Tim Hardaway.
That's a hard-nosed play from Hardaway, absorbing contact and not taking no for an answer.
Jones against Porzingis. Jones the pass to Collins. Teague deciding where to go with it.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Porzingis. Putting up about 18 points per, almost 3 blocks and 8 rebounds. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
That free throw, no good. And the Mavericks with some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. Jackson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Wright. Doncic kicks to Cauley-Stein. Pass to Brunson. Launches a three. Hunter grabs the miss for Atlanta. They've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. That's good from Collins on the assist by T. Collins has got 11.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
It's stolen by Teague. And here we go. Teague heading to the hoop. Out to the right wing. Hunter, the pass to Collins. On the wing, Doncic. Over Jones. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Doncic.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Teague. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hunter. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Hunter's got his second bucket tonight.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Here's Doncic. Atlanta with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now, here's Hunter. Guarded by Jackson. Mavericks trailed by 5.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
Here's Teague. No good on the shot. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
And both free throws good for Porzingis. And, Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
The Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
Now, Doncic, after the missed 3 from Cam Reddish.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Now, here is Young. Defense right on him. Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Hunter's got 6 points in the quarter.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
It's stolen by Reddish. And now Young running the floor all by himself. Yes, that goes in. Now it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
Trae Young might be the last guy in this offense that you want to lose sight of.
And so here is Dallas. Doncic left side. And the dunk by Doncic.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now, here is Young. A 23-point game for him in the win against Miami. Capella kicks to Young. Outside Collins. Another three for Atlanta.
Solid night so far. Confidence rising in this game.
Mavericks trail by 5. Dallas calls timeout. And Brent, many consider Trae Young the first product of the Steph Curry generation. He grew up in the age of the three-point shot.
I think that's pretty fair. He said he recorded all of Steph Curry's games. He studied them and tried to see where Steph was gaining some advantage, and that balance of his shooting and his playmaking, then moving without the ball. You can see all of those sort of attributes that are coming out of Trae Young, courtesy of Steph Curry.
And here's Jackson after the three-pointer from John Collins.
Just feel like Willie Cauley-Stein getting more comfortable the more time he's gotten in his young career and showing signs of being a passer.
Shots good from Young. Young's got 12 points in the game.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now the pass to Doncic. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Cauley-Stein against Collins. Feeds to Hunter. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6. And so here is Dallas. 7-point differential. Brunson the pass to Doncic. Back to Brunson. Over Reddish. Brunson no good.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Got that one up quick. 5 points in the game.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Young outside. Pass to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 6. Shoots from 14. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Reddish kicks to Hunter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Mavericks trail by 6. Doncic passes to Brunson. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Capella. Young for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Look at the Mavericks. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed.
You know, right now, Dallas, there's been such a different feel to them this season. The confidence that was completely absent from last year's squad is back, and they pulled themselves here into contention.
Well, for a team that didn't sniff the postseason last year, you have to wonder how they're going to handle the pressure of being in the playoffs this year. Not to mention the postseason itself, if and when they get there.
Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein lived up to his draft spot of being number 6, Greg, overall in 2015.
And you knew that a like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
The first free throw is good.
The one thing about Willie Cauley-Stein is you don't really use the word length with him. You talk about his mobility and just how athletic as a big he can be. That activity can be disruptive to any team they're playing against.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Collins. Kevin Huerter comes in for Hunter. And it's Bembry in for Reddish.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going. What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
A different look for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Porzingis. For Atlanta, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Here's Wright. He has 7. Got a piece of it. Young with the steal. A minute 42 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Herter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one. Mavericks trail by 10. The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Free throw drops for Wright. And so Wright nails both of them. The Hawks leading by 8. To the wing right side. Here's Bembry. 5 points in the game. And Young kicks to Capella. Back to Young. Releases. Mavericks with the rebound. Young with the steal. Passes to Capella. Shoots from the right block. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, as good as he is offensively, the challenge for Trae Young as the years go on here is to stand up defensively and shut down whoever he's guarding. Small and slender. If he can become just a little bit above average on that floor, that's a huge win for the entire team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Free throws good from Doncic. Here's Young. 12 points for him. He kicks to Dedmon. Back to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. There's Bembry. Guarded by Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Young. He dishes it to Dedmon. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here is Hardaway. Doncic finds Wright. To the inside. Here's Hardaway. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Trae Young.
It feels like he can take on anyone on the inside. Hardaway Jr. loved the aggressive attitude there.
The Mavericks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Growing up in the Bay Area, I worked out a lot and spent a lot of time with Tim Hardaway Sr. Remember the killer crossover. And Tim Hardaway Jr. continues to show why he belongs in the league after a lot of hard work on his own.
And so that's the end of the first half. The Hawks on top, up by 7. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Jeff, you guys had a great first half. Is the key to the second half to continue to be that aggressive?
Yeah, we got to play defense. They're a really good team. They're going to play hard. They're real physical. We just got to come out and keep guarding.
Jeff, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He ended up with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Atlanta played?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there, Ernie, in the stratosphere? Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
Kenny, how do you think Dallas played?
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Reddish out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now here's Brunson. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Trae Young.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And that one misses. The Hawks leading by 5. Kicks it out to Collins. And it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Here's Brunson from outside off the mark.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And Reddish with the slam.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Brunson with it. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Out to Porzingis. Lets the 3 fly. Hits it from 3-point range. Porzingis has got 7 points in the game.
And remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Capella. Over Cauley Stein. And Capella the bucket on the assist by Collins. Collins has got 3 assists now in this one. Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Doncic. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And their last game, a tight win, and it was the success at the foul line that played a huge part in it, and he was probably the deciding factor.
That free throw good from Doncic. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young for the three. Rebounded by Jackson. Mavericks trailed by 3. Here's Brunson, and it's Dallas with another.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always. Here's Young after Luka Doncic's bucket, and Young kicks to Hunter. Collins up top. Clock at 6. The 11-footer. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
It's pretty clear that Collins is settling in to the strengths of his game.
Now Brunson. He has 6. Kicks to Cauley-Stein. Jackson with the bounce pass. It's Brunson, top of the key. And they're unable to get the time basket there.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And good that time. And that's now 18 points for John Collins.
Pretty good body control from the big man as Collins stays focused on the rim.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. Dallas, no good that time either. Atlanta leading by 5. Young outside. Over in the corner, Reddish. Shot from the low block. Doncic with the steal. Brunson with it. Young's there.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Capella kicks to Collins. Offline with his 3.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Just has a nose for the dunks. Collins up there once again.
Here's Brunson. 8 points for him.
Oh, he's just a great finisher on the inside. John Collins, one of the game's better dunkers.
Cloak loose. And Capella sends it back. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And there's Hunter on the assist by Young. Young's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. 7-point differential. And you pair Collins with a passer like Trae Young? Look out.
Yeah, you get him the ball around that launch point where he can get his feet together, and Trae can pretty much throw it anywhere. Collins last year a top 20 player in field goal percentage as a roll man in pick and roll situations.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The Hawks have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. So for the Hawks, Damian Jones is checked in for Collins. And it's Teague in for Hunter.
One shot.
That free throw good from Reddish. And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the three well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up really 1 through 5.
They get it again.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Now here's Jackson after the miss from Cam Reddish. Here's Doncic, and he banks in the layup. Doncic has got 7 now in this quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And the pass to Jones. Outside Teague. Back to Jones. Over Porzingis. The Hawks again can't hit. Mavericks trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, that's a patented move, I think, for Porzingis. Excellent with the catch and shoot.
Now here is Young. 17 points in the game. Jones with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Young from outside. And that comes off the assist by Jones. 20 points for Trae Young.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
The Mavericks have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Dallas calls timeout.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Atlanta making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Kevin Huerter comes in for Reddish, and it's Bembry in for Trae Young. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Justin Jackson. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Doncic. And it's Wright in for Jalen Brunson. Atlanta leading by 6. Outside Teague. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Huerter. 5 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Back to Teague. Over Wright. Teague can't hit. Mavericks trail by 6. Wright, right side. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. And Jones sends it back. Here's Huerter. Guarded by Hardaway. Here's Bembry. Good on the bucket. Bembry's got 7.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Huerter finds an open teammate.
Here's Wright. 9 points in the game so far. That one, no good. Great D that time from Teague. Here's Bembry, guarded by Hardaway. A 3 ball. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, Teague has his binoculars on, able to find his man for that open look.
Mavericks trail by 11. Outside Hardaway. A floater, and Wright gets it to go on the assist from Hardaway. He's got 11.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Bembry, guarded by Hardaway. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Hawks have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Mavericks trail by 11. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Kid Gilchrist looking around. And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That's his 1st foul. John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. Hunter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Powell. He can't get it to go. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. And Huerter gets it to go. Huerter's got the lead up to 13 now for Atlanta.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Dallas has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Outside Hardaway. 1:56 left to play in the 3rd. 5 to shoot. From deep 3-point range. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Teague against Wright. Here's Collins. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 6 assists here tonight.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Now here's Hardaway. 11 points in the game. Wright outside. Back to Hardaway. 1:12 left in the 3rd. And the baseline jumper, no good. The Hawks leading by 15. Here's Teague. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Wright. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Over Teague. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. From 7, in deep, Hunter drops it in. Hunter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Mavericks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Hunter kicks to Collins. In the corner. Huerter with it. Back to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Now here's Wright. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Atlanta with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. DeJuan Wright is out there with Hardaway. And there's Porzingis. And it's Kleber in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Wright. And a miss there on the triple. Wright against T. Got a piece of it. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Herter, no good. Mavericks trail by 18. Hardaway from outside, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Oh, that's a rhythm shot, and when Tim Hardaway Jr. finds that kind of rhythm, he becomes a much more solid offensive option.
Teague drives in. And he makes the first.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And so Teague hits 2 free throws. Mavericks trail by 17. Doncic feeling it out. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul.
First free throw is good. And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. All free throws good from Doncic. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Doncic against Young. Outside Collins. Off target from outside. Mavericks trail by 15. The feed to Hardaway. And Kidd-Gilchrist throws it down.
Solid passer for a 2-guard. Tim Hardaway Jr. is all about doing what's best for his team.
Hawks shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Shots good from Young.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Wright. Doncic outside. Porzingis finds Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Wright outside. Nobody near Kidd-Gilchrist. And the 3 off target.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
Now here's Teague. Buries the long-range jumper.
What a sweet-looking stroke there from Teague. He's lethal from the three-point line.
Mavericks trail by 18. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Collins with some nice D.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough. And a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Monday, they'll head home and take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
That free throw good from Hardaway. For the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Reddish in for Jeff Teague. Dallas also making some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Jalen Brunson in for DeLon Wright. Hardaway hits them both. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Now, here is Young. Brunson covering. And Young, here we go. Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game.
Collins showing now he's got a little bit of touch from that range.
Now here's Cauley-Stein. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Collins is running, and he comes up with the deuce. 24 points for Trae Young.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points. You gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Here's Brunson following the basket by Trae Young. Pass to Doncic. Lob pass to Porzingis.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. And Young kicks to Capella. Back to Young. From past the arc. Porzingis with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the rejection by Collins. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And Reddish, the bucket on the assist by Hunter.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Brunson with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Brunson, good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Atlanta leading by 18. Young drives in, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Here's Hunter. Misses the three. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Good. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Now, here is Young. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
That free throw good from Young.
As much as we talk about Trae Young and then mention Steph Curry in the same breath, I think Trae wants to carve out his own path. We know he's a dynamic shooter, can set the table offensively. Now it's about learning the nuances of being a leader of a franchise.
Justin Jackson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over, and you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior, and you're a college player, and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around the player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Atlanta leading by 16. Out left to the wing. Here's Reddish. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
The Mavericks have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's Doncic. An easy 2 points on the layup. Doncic has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now here's Collins. He gets that one. Collins has got 4 points in the quarter.
Trying to establish more and more confidence in his game offensively. John Collins looking cozy.
Mavericks trail by 18. Doncic passes to Brunson. The pass to Porzingis. Six on the shot clock. Let's go. And that one goes long. Atlanta leading by 18. Here's Hunter. Nice D from Doncic. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Outside, Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
Utilizing his length well there on the offensive end. Porzingis drawing that contact.
And he makes the first.
Well, after the boos on draft night when he got to the league, you could immediately recognize the unique talents of Kristaps Porzingis, and he keeps trying to raise the bar for himself. An exciting young player for the league.
Second free throw, no good. The Hawks leading by 17. Here's Reddish. And that one is off. Nice D from Doncic. Pass to Brunson. Back to Doncic. Brunson with it and guarded by Capella. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That free throw missing. And he's good on the second.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, John Collins.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Now here's Reddish. Guarded by Doncic. Shots good from Young.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
That's tipped. Reddish dishes to Young. The three drains the three-pointer. Young's got 16 here in the second half.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Doncic outside. The three from Porzingis. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for the
I'd like
NBA.
to see more.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
Now, here's Doncic. Passes it to Porzingis to stop the run. Rejected by Young.
How about that? Trae Young with a block shot.
And they pick up two.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Atlanta leading by 22. Doncic comes with the double team. Fast break Dallas. Here's Brunson. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Now here's Reddish. On deep, Collins bangs home the trifecta. Collins has got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
On the wing, Doncic. The three from Porzingis. Rebounded by the Hawks. And here's Young. Brent, we have seen some players refuse to speak to the media. For whatever reason, where should that line be drawn?
Well, there is a role and a responsibility, I think, of every player in the league, Kevin, given that it's an entertainment industry and that people have jobs around this league to tell stories, to have access to those players. Now, every player doesn't want to talk or get into certain things, but their availability should be made and people should have access to them. Look, I don't want to take out the trash every Tuesday, but I understand I've got to do it at home. And so players have a responsibility to their franchise to be a voice at times.
I always thought you were terrific with the media.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. Maybe that's how I got this job.
Now, here's Doncic. After the miss from Trae Young. And here's Porzingis for a three. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist here tonight. Atlanta leading by 22. Young with the ball. No good on that one. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Here's Doncic. Misses off the right iron. Atlanta's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Now, here is Young. He's covered closely. Collins against Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. Collins kicks to Young. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hawks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for John Collins.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Such a wide open look.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.